So here's an epilogue of my effort to change the w163 ML500 ML320 Mercedes rear parking brake. I was successful today in changing the parking brakes in the rear in about 3 hours, and these are the parts that I didn't really use or were extra. I threw out some of them, but these were kind of hanging around the parking lot, so I changed these things. These brake shoes near where I was getting the car inspected in the parking lot in a standard residential shopping center parking lot. And I finally did get my sticker here. So there's the June sticker for 2020, which carries me through another 11 months. With an R sticker in Mass, you can't get a sticker for the next month. Even though it's July, I couldn't get one for July, so I got one for June. So getting back to the problem with the brake. So the left rear wheel was frozen. The brake was applied and never went off. So the parking brake shoes, all burned up against the drum. And this thing here is called a Sprag. And I think I went over in a previous video the new Sprag I bought. Well, I bought a Sprag, a new one, thinking this one would be bent up, because when I took this car apart a year ago, this Sprag was all bent up. Well, this time the Sprag wasn't bent up. It was simply corroded from the salt from the winter. So it only snowed here twice, and that was enough. So this Sprag, the way this works is the parking brake cable will pull on this little catch here, and when the catch is pulled, this little part here will expand and contract. So this part here, when the catch is pulled out, this part will rise and push the brake shoes out toward the drum. When the catch is going inward and the brake's released, this part will decrease and the brakes will go away from the drum. So that's how this little Sprag works on the W163. And I haven't tried to unfreeze this Sprag yet. I simply bought a new one for $55, but I could probably press this thing in a bit and you can watch it go down. Nope. Wow, this thing is really frozen, so I probably got to get a hammer and some WD-40. So anyway, this is a real shortcoming of the W163 ML320 ML500, is this Sprag will corrode and freeze shut. So that's why the parking brake was on. So really, I don't tend to use a parking brake ever again until inspection comes. I'm not even sure the parking brakes will retract right now, but it did pass inspection. They took the parking brake to 1200 RPM per Mass law, and it worked. I did buy a kit from AutoZone, and it had these new parts in it. These seemed new and hard to push, and I just didn't want to deal with pushing this thing really hard. So I still use the old pins, unfortunately, but that's what I did. The kit also came with some nice star wheels, and this old star wheel was in there. I could have reused it, but it came with some nice new ones. So I put those in, and the kit also came with this spring. This spring had been in here since I bought the car. This is the one that will interact to push the brake shoes back out. So the shoe will push against here hard, and the Sprag will retract. Anyway, this spring is old. It's probably been here since the car was new, 2005. You can see where it's distended here. Looks like there's some green color on it still. Anyway, I put in new springs, and these are hazardous to put in. They're dangerous. They fly out. It's hell. So no more parking brake for a year, or if I sell this car, it won't matter anymore. But my parking brake adventure is over. And yes, this Sprag is troublesome. This might be your whole issue with your W163. You can buy these at Mercedes for about $60. It's called a Sprag. Look at my other video for the number. And I'm finally done with car inspection for a year. So thanks for watching. Have a great day.